What is happening, ladies and gents? Slammate here, playing a video game. What a shock. France. Paris, if you didn't know. December 10th, 1792.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound.
I heard a sound.
No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
Your
If you touch a
tight
single hair on my mother's
little
head, I'll
body.
skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
I'm going to beat you.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
My
Von
dignity.
Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
All right, it's in my pants. But you have to dig around a little to find it.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Little code word passed to each other.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational and open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert. Von Borchert. Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
I'll trust her.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Oh, shots fired.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
We'll just leave him with that knife there. One month later, January 20th, 1793. Lord Mortimer's Island, off the coast of England.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Bob Bertrand's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island. The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited him.
That guy is looking
Well,
right
now,
at something.
We find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have
what?
some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord
She
Mortimer's
is
legendary
almost
parties?
out of uniform.
Oh, no. We have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities
What if she had to
begin.
pick up
And you,
something?
good sir,
She'd just
what brings
explode
you
out of it. You know...
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here
Who
hoping
you
to
calling a
solve our
fish?
personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Yeah, you came to look
Anyway,
at something
consider
else.
yourself
To
fortunate,
something
young man,
else's.
because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island. And only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
I'm gonna turn the question back to the Duchess.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first
Butt
time
stuff?
I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices.
Oh.
It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
Yeah, here I am.
Cardinal, a Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Excuse me.
Are you all right?
I need some pillows to rest my head on.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I hid it in my cleavage.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay when you die.
You got a little something on your face there, sir?
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
Are you all right? You got blood just flowing out of your nose like an anime.
Here, take this.
As if he saw some giant boot. Oh, he did. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
How could you ever not look?
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
I think I need to have a faster camera sensitivity. Let's go with 100.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Controller goes real fast. That's the mouse, and this is the This is with the controller. Like, it's real quick. Maybe I'll use a controller, or maybe they want it to be very. I don't know. But like, the mouse does not. Turn, please. I guess we'll just play with the mouse. Oh, we can sprint. While I'm playing with the mouse, I also want to play with those. I mean...
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Do you
Yes,
like to
Duchess?
motorboat?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas and can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Cultus is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Often using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Choosing class to measure basic skills. Other skills will be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as people he questions. A hands-on man. He does not shy away from the direct approach. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Manipulation. I think it's linguistics, conviction. Shit. Cultist doesn't jump out to me as something I want to do exactly. Either diplomat or detective. I like the psychology angle, but I feel like at a fancy place, a diplomatic approach would probably get me into places I want to go, but Alright, we'll go diplomat. 3 points available. Your past granted you 1 skill point in manipulation. Your past granted you 1 point in psychology. Who what now? Oh, I see. So even if I pick this one, I could get over into these ones. Well, so if I went detective, I'd already be further in. Interesting. Etiquette. Convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign languages. That sounds interesting. Discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsifications. Be up to date in science, knowledge, and medical techniques. Benefit from culture. Knowledge of myths, occult, and religious, blah, blah, blah. Get people to act in your own interests by manipulating them. Oratorical talents. Read people's behavior like an open book. Noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. Oh. Interesting. So reading someone's behavior and noticing someone's behavior are two different things. Gotcha. That makes me want to pick detective and just get a point into, like, translation, which seems cool. Shit. Point in those things. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, and linguistics, manipulation. Seems like an okay start.
Well, over the last few years, I solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'orgère, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily.
I'd like to solve the case
I
of,
was actually
are
helped
those
on that
real?
case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance.
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all, so lie to her.
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me. What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Interesting. So, browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu.
Don't you remember? We bumped into
I did not
each
mean to
other
click that,
Mesmer's
but
show in
apparently
Bath. That fraudster had even bamboozled the Marquis
I
of
just was
Lafayette.
clicking out of the thing,
You
but
too, apparently, because I've never been to see him.
rip.
Ouch. Well, that didn't work.
Right, time to go to the manor.
I didn't, Okay. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploiting vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Push the space button to access your menu pages.
Emily.
So I accidentally clicked that one on the other thing. Immunity to logic. I'm sure.
Excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlocked conditions and effects. They have very interesting improvements. Right. For some more experience at the end of the quest. You know, I like your tone, game.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
I think I have to use the controller because the mouse speed is crazy. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Okay. Also, is it a little dark? I can't fix that.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
No.
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook
2 weeks?
and cranny
Man,
of
she would
the
have starved to
island.
death.
But sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Okay, that's the button for that. What is the paw? It looks like a paw. It is questioning.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir.
Oh.
On the wooden.
Servant is
of the wall.
weak to questioning.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Oh.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to
I've
get
been
here.
hard for days.
But invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived,
Don't
you
beat me.
refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Wow, get wrecked, servant.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother.
I can
You must have
taste
come
your
here
snot
for a
on it.
specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Let's look at barrels.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Royal jelly. Delicious.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Just like my mother.
The lantern. Nothing special.
Collector coins? Excuse me? Can I view it? Mother's handkerchief given to her. Yeah, Emily's handkerchief. How do I have Emily's handkerchief? Oh, she handed it to me to wipe my nose, I guess. Mortimer's invitation. What are collector coins? I don't know. Oh. Lost coins. Sure.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Mail. Find a clue. It costs 3?
Let's look. A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know that language, but okay.
I have the slightest idea what it says.
I thought I got a point in that.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
Okay.
This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No. Can't seem to place it. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Okay, I guess we'll just look at all of them.
Probably a Dutchman.
Man.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Go back to the first letters. I'll just start with Carl. Carl!
It's too badly written. I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Rip.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Get wrecked. Do I want to find a clue? Might as well, I guess.
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I'd recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
You know what? I don't think she does. I don't even think she likes you. Alright, let's go eat some jelly.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Looks like a bar from an old gate.
Put it in your pants.
This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Dude, I'm taking it.
This might just come in handy.
Yoinks! I slid it into my pants. That entire bar. Don't judge me.
I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Why? Is it more jelly? It's more jelly.
A wooden floorboard.
I would like to question it.
Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up.
Okay.
It was in decent condition.
So to let you look at it again.
I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this?
Damn it.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use the stick.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor.
Damn it.
Let's see if I can get it open another way.
I can't. Some garbage. Force it open with the bar. Oh, it costs 2 points, huh? Let's do it.
There we are.
And then we'll slam some jelly. Just, you know, just in case. Amber fragments. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you'll increase your maximum effort points. Oh.
A fragment of amber.
Oh.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Science.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
We saw that she was
Just
armed.
like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother.
More jelly.
And quickly, too.
Oh yeah, eat that jelly. Where were you, sir? I was just down on the docks, slamming some jelly. Excuse me?
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I
Just
can
like
see,
the Kama
it's
Sutra.
the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain a permanent skill point. Oh.
Let's look inside the bag. A little
Tell
food,
me what to do.
a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
God damn it, that key probably could have opened the gate. Shit.
An iron key completely rusted.
Would have saved myself some points.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Oh.
Right. Just in case,
Yoinks!
I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
She'll never get that food. I meant to examine the documents, but I suck. Food. Is it just bag? Oh, it is. Okay, alright.
Let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd.
So very
all I've
mother.
noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
God damn it, my linguistics is crap. I'm a garbage man of linguistics.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Welcome to his manor.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you?
No.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Oh. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay.
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew my son.
I knew her in the biblical
your
sense.
mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
By
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden
That I
Order,
will talk about
which I joined
openly.
a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that
Rip.
you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion
Whoops.
is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Rip.
Shit! All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to give a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Oh, shit. Okay.
I swear by the Almighty God to
Well,
honor
that's
the
a little too
promise
much.
that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci.
Oh.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
I'll just crack the letter open in front of him.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure. Do not hesitate to look for them. Oh. Alright. Like this book.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
I'm gonna yoink it. Excuse me. You cannot take the book.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
Excuse
It's
me?
the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just
George
arrived?
Washington.
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
You know.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared
I'm just
during
an
her
open
stay.
book, you know?
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
His Eminence had walked away, so I knew I could say it.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good
Illuminati
Lord.
confirmed.
Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He got into the makeup
He hasn't
department
even
and
turned up.
blasted it all over his face.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I'm gonna stay with the boobs.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
I will.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars.
That's why
of
I told that guy
organization.
about our secret
If I
organization.
can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those
I've heard she
days.
goes both ways.
I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Sure.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me.
I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I stole all of her
believe
food.
it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
So how about that Golden Order? I mean,
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
brain.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holm doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
But I want to look around the foyer. God damn it.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning.
But,
Sleep well.
please.
Good night.
I'm bone
See you tomorrow.
tired.
Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
Back downstairs. I said back. I wanted to look down around the foyer. God damn it.
A ruble.
Rubles. And baubles. Trinkets. I mean...
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna go say goodnight to what's her name? Aw.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Rip.
A Bazant.
You're a Bazant.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I just want to pick up all the books. See if people dropped any change into the cushions, you know?
Huh. That's me.
It's a me.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Some royal jellies. Gotta find all the things.
President George Washington.
Cool. That sweet currency. Damn it. Why won't you let me go back downstairs to find all the things? Oh man, the things. Rude. Gotta get that money.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Not Mr. Johann van Wundhel. Damn it. The Devil's Thorn grants you the Exalted State. Temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affected in dialogue, choice, and conversation. Can't carry more than 5. Okay. Yoinks. Golden elixirs. Cures you, clears all your negative altercations.
Golden elixir.
Interesting.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
And you love an old encyclopedia.
Decorum guide.
Behavior.
Sir Jacques Perru. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Okay. So we've been around. And I just want to go right into this room. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry, my lady. I thought this was my room. Scusi.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance.
No, I said it was names.
But if I open
things.
it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm gonna leave it closed.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so...
Yeah.
Too bad.
Rip.
I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Focused. Your next skill use will cost no effort. Oh.
Wait. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. The conversion of Saint Paul, like Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Subterfuges. Oh. I get to go outside here if I want to. Oh, peek into people's rooms. All right, we gotta come back. I gotta look in the room first before I get so sidetracked.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Amber crystals.
Hells yeah. Okay, alright. Anybody have any loose change? Oh. Don't you force me to go to sleep. Don't you do it. I wanted to go outside first. Why? Why you do this game? I didn't know walking around the couch would start a conversation. I didn't know walking into this room equaled that I get wrecked. I could have made an unexpected encounter. You see? I bet you was out on the balcony. I could have walked over and looked into the ladies' room. I mean, wrecked. 4 points, huh? Well, I've had stuff with linguistics. Point in logic. Psychology. Questioning. Linguistics, maybe. Yeah. Equipping manuscripts. Here you choose what to read during your adventure. We get a skill point. Okay. What do we got? Etiquette. Assemble the pages of the manuscript in order to read it. Oh. Conviction, psychology, science. Well, let's get a science point, or a psychology point. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to end it here. I don't think you guys are watching. We'll see you next time.